Hi, Yared. What was the mindset going into the race today?
Yeah, the mindset was kind of just, keep it a little honest and just, kind of grind away. I feel like in a race like that, you don't really want to go too slow, and I feel like I can kick off a fast race or a slow race. So I really just kind of wanted to make it a little honest and then just, go all out at the end and race the best I could. So, yeah.
How has preparation been going for the upcoming season? And what does today say about the upcoming season as well?
Yeah, no, this was a really great start in the season. I feel like, just where I'm at in my training and how fast I felt like coming into this, I knew, I could definitely like have a good shot of winning it. And, getting second is good. And, just really excited to come back tomorrow for a race I'm not as experienced in and just kind of see what happens.
Finally, Yared, the inaugural staging of the Grand Slam track series. What are your thoughts?
Sorry, say that again.
The first staging of the Grand Slam track series. What are your thoughts?
No, I think it's really, really awesome, honestly. I love the things they did with the track, the crowd, just how everything is handled, honestly, thus far. It feels just very, very professional, very nice, and very, very fun. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Yared.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, real quick. Did you have any strategy knowing it was the mix of the 800 guys and 1500? I know it's break. Did you have a strategy around that?
Essentially, it's just kind of like make sure it doesn't go out too slow with my strategy. I wasn't gonna push like crazy, but I was gonna make sure it was like generally a little honest if I needed to, and just kind of I feel like I could kick off a good race or kick off a fast race or a slow race. So I'd rather just have it fast and kind of make it not as crazy at the end.
Yeah. What about Wanyonyi coming at the end? Like, I wonder if you felt him. I wonder if you kind of like saw the look over and all that.
No, I felt Josh. He was like right there on me, and so I was like, come on, like there's a little bit more. Let's just go through it. And then he showed up, and I was like, crap. Like he's going a lot faster than I am. I tried to reach for another gear, didn't really have it, but it was still just, it's kind of what I love about it. You never really expect that. I was definitely expecting Josh and like kind of handle that, and then I didn't expect. 800 Olympic champion, I should have expected more. But, it just kind of makes me excited to hopefully come back and do a little upset on my own tomorrow. So, yeah.
Do you think moving forward, maybe you guys need to try to run even faster to like get rid of Wanyonyi?
I think he's going to be there no matter what. I think it just kind of depends on how you run that race and, generally how you're feeling on that day. But, it might be something I try. I don't know. Depends. Like, Cole obviously took a lot of that race, so it's kind of like, even when I did get to the front, I was pushing it. It was like a reasonable time to do so, But if I started earlier, who knows? So.
How do you feel about second place?
I feel pretty good about it, yeah. I mean, obviously, I want to come and win just immediately, but especially going into the 800s tomorrow. But, I still feel it's a great, jumping off point going into tomorrow. And just, hopefully still being able to come away with a win if I can find something great tomorrow.
How ready do you feel for an 800 tomorrow?
I feel pretty ready. Honestly, I love the running the 15 first. I think it just kind of generally got me really warmed up for a race I need to be really, popping off for right off the line.
What might the strategy be for the 8 coming off the 15 now?
I have a lot less starting speed than everyone else, so it'll probably still be very much like a distance 800 for me. But I think just a big part is never count myself out. That's the major thing. Is no matter how far it looks like you are, or however the race is going, keep grinding and you can do something.
I mean, like you say, you have slower kind of starting speed, but knowing guys like Wanyonyi or Marco, right? They're probably they're known for going really, really fast. Do you think you might have to respond to that, even if it's outside your comfort zone?
100%. Yeah. We've been doing training to kind of get ready for it. At least not to be shocked when something like that happens. So, I think we'll be ready.
How does this experience feel compared to racing in a Diamond League, not just in stadium, but sort of the lead up to it as well?
No, honestly, it feels a lot different. I feel like, in the Diamond League, you kind of know exactly what you're getting into every time, versus this race is kind of just feels like anything can happen, and anything did happen. So it leaves a lot more variability and just kind of we all talk about the fun of racing, really.
So do you like that aspect of it?
Good job, man.